Yes. Well. Boy, you ever cross your hand while you're working? Cross your hand while you're working. Cross your hand while you're working. Yes.
Sitting in the morning sun and
you know, I really enjoy this the interaction with Bigger Bigs, you know, because I remember early in the movie it was a Rastaman from Bucament that was on the program. You know, a farmer. And Luzette was in Washington, D.C. And, you know, the talk of Bigger Bigs was wrong, but I didn't know who he is. And the phone rang. And the person said, Carlisle, and I can't remember the rest, but he called the Rastaman by name. He said, I don't mean to disturb your program, you know, but my name is Leon Bigger Big Samuel. And I want the general public to know that I'm human. The next week, you know, I looked into it and I got to see a video that I took to the Vincentian. We tried to get a story out of it, but not realizing that our monitors of the video that I received affected the quality of the video, because I look at it and I'm like, well, boy, it kind of looked like, but I'm not sure. So to be on the safe side, maybe we shouldn't do anything. But in that video, it showed that Leon Bigger Bigs was being attacked. Leon Bigger Bigs was being attacked. And for a businessman of that stature, I would like to assume that he have a license firearm to protect himself and his property. And what I saw was a top-notch Toyota SUV. And a man coming out with his hand in his pocket. And I'm almost certain that he had a pistol in his pocket. But somebody grabbed him by the throat. And the man maintained the peace. The man maintained the peace. Almost tears in his eyes. While somebody is verbally abusing the special lady in her life. I hope you're not taking no picture there, and I hope you're not taking no picture there. Call her the man. In clear vision of somebody who swore to the Queen and her heirs to uphold the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So the next week, I asked the nation to pay for Bigger Bigs. So the way he has picked himself up and dust himself off and starting all over again, in my mind's eye, makes him a national hero. You know, you hear about people who, you know, is murdered this and murdered that. I wonder if it's $11 million that is up to contention. Huh? I wonder if it's $11 million. Now, even here, a 10-year-old boy did this yesterday. You think it have anything to do with $11 million? We running out of time. Leon, you ready?
just myself for.
You know, one time I went out to the, oh boy, I went out to Rebecca with Leon Big Samuel. And we went through the equipment. I pulled out my video camera. And I asked him, Biggs, I know you're a Christian. Can you say forgive those who forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us now? He goes, no, Carl, I can't say that. Leon Big Samuel, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Boy, you see, and I'm glad you bring that up, eh? I'm glad you bring that up. Because I want people to understand that what it's like to do business in St. Vincent and the Grenadines when you're not walking a line. When you're not towing somebody, when you're not kissing some, all these gonna come out wrong.
And you have to throw it. I can't breathe when they have the knee in your throat.
Yes.
And they have it in the pocket. Most like the posing and the
yes.
Can't breathe.
Knee long on your $11 million throat.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Back into that. Trust me. Good morning to you again, my brother. Good morning to Millie. Good to hear your voice. Good morning, Slider. Good morning, Hamo. Sister Shivit and Sister Richard. Suzette and Bishai. Good morning to you. Carlisle?
Yes, sir.
I want to go back and stick and agriculture. You know the reason why, Carlisle? At a time when we should be eating more and more healthy in this country. And we have, just above me, because I was up in Richland Park. People know I live down in the valley. And Richland Park is up there where we have this big gift. Greenhouse. And people put in their cabbage. Cucumber by $7 a pound. The only thing you might get is a $50. That's those big facilities. And you can't get carrot. Something has to be wrong with us. But still, you have portals going around. Packing some boxes with one or two things that they could put their hands on. Claiming that they're giving out. I wouldn't call them.
Wait. I forget to mention the mango special.
Yes, well, Carlisle.
Oh, it looked like you sell out because we didn't see none down there this morning.
Fruit almost sold out the same night I put them up and
the mango them sell out because I didn't see none down there this morning.
Carlisle, I have to, but I tried to get some organ this morning. I'm going to have them there tomorrow.
Okay.
Carlisle, I'm telling you, persons just like the prices.
I could hardly hear you now. So persons just what?
People just like the prices that they're selling those things for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The passion fruit, the mangoes, our food, Carlisle. And Carlisle, let me say this, eh? At a time when we're talking about the issue of COVID-19 in St. Vincent and Nevis, and people say that it is a mild, I don't think that I haven't heard it no way mentioned there's a mild form of COVID-19, Carlisle. I think what happened is that it's people resistant, the ability of their immune system to fight off this. And there's something in Simmons that I believe that a case study needs to be done in Simmons. That when people get infected with this disease, that it does not take them down the way it is done in those bigger countries. And I still strongly believe, Carla, it's because of the nutritious food that the hard-working farmers and some people who do it themselves, like in the backyard garden, just for the home, has done. Why this issue has not done more damage, done damage to us. It can really damage anybody, so far as I understand. because people get it and they recover from it by just doing what they have to do and taking certain limited most of them home remedy, home remedy. And that is a plus. It is nothing to do with any government has any protocol any government put in place. Is I believe that is because of the food, and I'm telling people, do not pay attention to those American diet, what they use, and in terms of food. We have here an abundance of fresh fruit and vegetables and passion fruit and mangoes is among them. We can consume a lot of fresh. To me, I believe, Carl, because for us, it is in a matter of hours, in less than 12 hours, we get mangoes from our trees to our sales point in Finland. And Carl, I'm willing, Carl, to put, as I said, to put 8 mangoes in a bag for $5 and let Vincentia enjoy them. Same with passion fruit that is packed and laden with vitamin C. Kaka, you remember, he's right on this program here. And I know he's here to promote my things them forth. He's right on this program here. He said to Vincentia the amount of passion fruit we were planting. And people maybe didn't believe. But Carl, we have planted huge amount of passion fruit.
Yeah, I remember going up with the rhythm section.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, you understand?
Yeah,
you understand?
Full of passion fruit. Yes.
Yeah, and some of the trees are dying out, but because of the severe weather, that we can't plant them back as yet. The severe dry weather, can't plant them back because we have a lot of seeds to put in. So even though some of the trees has died out, there's an abundance of passion fruit and mangoes, Julie mangoes on our farm. And I'm willing to make them available to the public. So little or nothing. Because, you know what happened, Carla? These are the same people who stay healthy, and they will come and they will continue to buy the banana and saltfish, the breadfruit and saltfish, and support Carla. But Carla, what is bothering me is that Paulson is trying to give the two biggest agronomists in the country right now, Israel and Soboto. But what have they done? They have not done nothing big for agriculture. We are experiencing one of the most severe dry period in this country. But we didn't have to suffer from water. We could have had some serious irrigation. I understand up at Rabaka. They have the reservoir where they were having the drill for the Nile. I understand there's a serious amount of water up there. They should be starting looking into that reservoir to lead water to farms.
No, I know if you check on my status, on my WhatsApp status this morning, I posted a video of them cleaning up the Leyu River.
Okay, Carl, see, you have to speak about it, and Carl, if you want to speak in the Leyu River, would have continued to be the same. We have too much water, Carl, wasting in this country, going to the sea every day, and we ain't picking it up.
And none to put out the fire in Union Island.
Come tell me. Come tell me, Carlisle. So let me, you remind me of that one. So let me extend our condolences to those somebody who has lost 3 one time because of a fire. But the whole scenario and surrounding around that want a whole discussion by itself. That want a radio program by itself. Because when I heard some of the information that's coming out from down there, it is terrible.
You know, now I remember I was down there in December.
Exactly, you were down there.
And the close proximity is one thing. But the storage of gasoline in water tanks is another story. When I say water tanks, I mean plastic containers.
I mean, right. How?
You know, in a lot of ways, you know, you after spending some time, say, you kind of learn to shut your mouth because every time you open your mouth, people say, well, why don't you just go back to America? Why don't you just go back to America where everything perfect? As a matter of fact, somebody had the audacity to tell me yesterday that I still here because I can't go back to America. I say, boss, me ain't turn like you here.
You're born here. You haven't lived here.
Me ain't turn like you. Let me tell you the biggest reason I'm still here. Okay? A lot of my success of me being in America had to do with my mindset. Had to do with my freedom of thought. My understanding, making the impossible possible. the influence that Mr. Edgerton Metro St. Richards had on me, which is why I did not limit myself.
Exactly.
But I get here, and that has disappeared. A lot of that sense and spirit have disappeared. And not only it has disappeared amongst the general population, it's disappeared amongst my close family. So I can't even have them inherit my sense of self. You want to know what I'm doing here? We're out to build a new St. Vincent.
Well, Carlisle, I'm one of those persons who are glad that you are here because you are here to help me to push on a weekly basis through the medium this dog in the first has created to help me to promote. So to promote a business. So for me, it's a blessing to be here. And you notice I'm not saying anything much more about those sailors who are here. They are Vincent and
when I tell you the man way out the place, when I tell you something, and I hope you're listening. Boss, I want to ask you yesterday, if it's since 2001 you start having the use of a flush toilet in your house. Huh? Because that position that you're holding is supposed to come with some sense of responsibility and you're not expressing it. But anyway, we're going to leave that alone. God bless him. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Exactly. So they are home, and so I try to say, they are home. So I will speak the day I hear this government trying to stop them from coming like how they were trying to stop them. I will speak out. But long as they're allowing them to come and do the protocol and they have to quarantine, I ain't getting involved in that. So for me, I believe to myself that if that is the rule, that they should be quarantined. They should be quarantined, and when you are in quarantine, it wouldn't last forever. It will over. The 14 days will come and go. As long as you are healthy, you'll be back among us. So me not gonna get too much headache over that. But for me, the day stopping them from come over, me speak out and Vincent on behalf. Because you know why? They are born here. You hear? And you and Soboto need to go and do something big for agriculture. And then you all will get some strong at some point. But right now, you all ain't want nothing. Nothing you all ain't getting from in terms of agriculture. We need irrigation. Busted!
Right, bigger. Let me share this with you. I remember my father and I, there's a picture at home. We got our family picture that we took with all the children. And, most of the grandchildren was there too. Okay? But we went to King's Plaza to take that picture. And I got down there, and there was a Hasselblad camera. Now, I know a Hasselblad camera because of my interest in photography, because I'm Ali Douglas' son. Okay?
But we never know anything about it because...
Yes, no, Hasselblad was a very expensive camera. It's twin lens reflex with 120 film. It was a very expensive camera. It was right there with a flash attached to it. Okay? So we walk into the studio, and there's a Hasselblad camera with the flash attached to it. But then I saw something, and I said, "Dad, you notice what's going on there?" And he goes, "What?" I said, "Look at the trigger. The trigger is not attached to the Hasselblad. The trigger is attached to a little camera, a small camera smaller than my phone, next to the Hasselblad. And if you look at the picture, it's only me and my father that's looking at the actual camera. Everybody else is looking at the Hasselblad."
Okay.
You understand? Which is exactly what is going on.
They're looking at the big shiny thing, but
they're looking at the big shiny thing, not understanding.
Exactly.
Is the little camera that's taking the picture. And this COVID-19 is revealing these things.
Okay, but but nothing that's how life in general in swimming.
That is life,
And that
that's
is
life in general. But sometimes, you know, sometimes, like I was telling a friend of mine in the youth, I say, let me tell you something, you know, somebody bringing a 2005 vehicle here that never come here before, you're gonna look like it brand new. So sometimes it takes a while for things to come to St. Vincent. You understand? But the whole world has to make sense. Especially with this COVID-19 thing. I mean, it ain't now we talking about this water business.
Exactly.
It ain't now we talking about that little water thing there. I look at it this morning and I smile. The people then pose. Say, Mr. Douglas, put it in the paper, put this in the paper, make sure put this in the TV. Yeah, yes.
And Carla,
I took the picture.
And that's the reason why, I like to raise that. That's the reason why, Carla, I will keep on saying that I will not give no credit to these people for what they are doing. We other people are suffering for lack of, because of the drought, which it should not have been, Carla.
Yeah, but you see this forgiveness thing? It's like I almost want to tell, maybe you should start listening early. You know? Maybe you should start listening early because you're looking at the wrong camera.
Listen where all this. Oh.
Yeah, because you're looking at the wrong camera.
Carla,
and it's revealing in the picture.
Carla, I am not thinking that I am watching them all the time because, here, Carla, if I wasn't watching them all the time, I would not have seen, because if the other people are watching the wrong camera because they are not seeing what they are doing, because they putting money in the thing like hotel and all those other things there and have done nothing for agriculture. But all of a sudden now, they are the two agronomists in the country right now. They're up and down like if they're doing something for agriculture. Vincent and don't be fooled by these people. Farmers, Vincent and farmers, do not be fooled by these people. We are suffering.
I keep telling you, when Bob Marley made the song, Emancipate Yourself from Mental Slavery, he was not just talking about black people alone. There are a lot of people that are mentally enslaved. That song by Black Stallion, sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who live it. Sufferers want to know where the next meal is coming from. Some sufferers only know the meals that they get in illicitly. And who is handling the master that? They know all the concern about it. Just they know our mentality. So they just give us someone next to you. So correct. Patan, my brother. Yes.
Patan. Have a good day, my brother. Talk to you again later again.
All right, man. You take care. Look at the time.